Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! Hey everyone! How you doing? If you are new here, I'm Nicole Concilio, and welcome to the video. So today's video, oh my gosh. So I am literally about to leave to go to Mammoth Mountain in an hour, and I just was happening to check my mailbox, and in the mail, I got the new Shape Tape foundation. Dun, 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 dun. Here it is in all its glory. So we have a hydrating version of this, and we also have a matte version of this. I was thinking of testing out half my face with the matte and half my face with the hydrating and see how it does. That way I can give you guys a better representation. We also have a new contouring sponge that looks like this. It's kind of marbled, very similar to the kind of like Beauty Blender marble. Do you guys remember that one? And we also have this Paddle to Perfection brush. So I figure let me try to use as many of the products as I got sent today. And I didn't really get any information sheet with this. Like usually you get like a little bit about the product, when it's gonna launch, when it's gonna beep bop bop. So I don't have any of that. So let me go on my phone and do some research for y'all. Let me go to Trend Mood or someone. Each foundation is $39. It is full coverage. Except, you know, the only difference here is that the matte foundation is matte and the hydrating foundation is like satiny, like has hyaluronic acid in it, and the matte foundation absorbs oils. So those are the two difference between the two. They both are full coverage. This paddle brush right here is $28 and the contouring sponge is $18. I do feel like this is a lot of money for a brush like this, but we'll see how it performs. So this will be available January 21st online exclusively only at Ulta, and February 4th in stores. So these are the prices. This is the whole shenanigans. Now, the big storm, the big question, the big shaboom that everybody has been asking me my thoughts on are the color range. So I did take the liberty of a screenshot of the color range from Twitter. I believe this is from Pop Sugar? One of those pops. So it looks like you have a lot for the white skin tone, myself, and it looks like there's only two right here for the deeper skin tones. And honestly, I do have to say that I am a little disappointed in this, especially like I cannot imagine being a person and wanting to try a foundation and not having my shade range. Like I would be so disappointed. So I can only imagine how my fellow deep-skinned POC people feel. And you know, I do want to apologize that this is a issue that you guys have to go through. I can't even imagine. Like I really can't. I truly hope that Tarte is able to expand their line. In my opinion, I feel like you could take away a lot of these lighter color shades. I hate to be that person and be like all of these look the same, but they do look very similar here. I can see at least 4 or 5 shades that could get out and add some more deeper skin tone shades. I mean, it's 2018. I love Tarte. I think they're an amazing company. They have helped me get to where I am today, and I have nothing but love for them. But when it comes to shade ranges, I want to be the person that speaks up for people that don't have a voice. I have this huge platform, and I want to be able to use it in a fair way for everyone. So that being said, that will not sway my opinion on the foundation. I did just want to touch base on, you know, just the truth. Every influencer has been talking about it. It's all over Twitter, and I just don't want to be afraid to use my voice, because by me saying something, maybe they will expand their line. Maybe they will expand their shade range. And again, I have nothing but love for Tarte. I just am speaking out on something that I truly believe in, and yeah. Hope that wasn't too heavy for y'all. It's early in the morning, but I did just want to, you know, say my opinion. So anyway, let's take a look at the packaging. I can't pop it out. I'm gonna break a nail. So this is what the packaging looks like. Very cool. A large version of the original Shape Tape, which I have right here. Let me pop them out. Okay. So little and big. And the hydrating one obviously has a blue rim around it with a teardrop here for hydrating. And I will show you the matte one. Pop these suckers out. This is what the matte one looks like. So it has the purple. This is also part of the Tarte's Double Duty Beauty line that is at Ulta, which I really like their Double Duty Beauty. And then this is basically just what it looks like. So if you compare the two here, you have the matte that's purple and the hydrating that's blue. So let's take a look at the shades that they say. Oh, ironically, ironically, I'm holding two of the same shades. So I have medium neutral in the matte foundation and medium neutral in the hydrating foundation. So I am going to do half of my face here. And I'm really excited to try this. I feel like this is so highly anticipated. And that's another reason why, like, I really wanted to speak up about the shade range shenanigans, because, I mean, if this is something that people love and want to try, they should be able to try it. So before I do anything, I did prep my skin. Oh, and I do just want to say this is not a sponsored video. I did receive all of these products, but I am not getting paid to do this video. So I started off prepping my skin with the Tatcha water cream. I am now going to go in with my favorite Smashbox primer. This is the Photo Finish primer, and oh my god, I'm almost out of it. Nothing's coming out. No! Okay, there we go. Got a little bit. And I'm just going to pat it on my skin first and then rub it in. I tend to put more primer on this half of my face because I feel like my forehead is usually like fine, but usually here I would say my pores are larger. So what I'm going to do now is just zoom you guys on in so we can get a better look at this foundation and how it kind of sits on my skin. Again, guys, I am not one of those channels that sits here and uses a smoothing filter and no shade, no tea, no anything to anybody that does. Like, I don't think it's gonna help anyone by having a smoothing filter. You guys won't see the true like feel and finish of the foundation. So I do just want to say I'm not using any type of filters. This is my skin. This is how the foundation is gonna look. Okay, so I obviously have my eyebrows done. Primer is on, and yeah, I mean, let's just get right on into it. So I think I will do the matte. Actually, let's switch it up because this side of my face is always, or wait, is it this side? Which side should I do the hydrating on? You know what? I'm going to do the hydrating on this side of my face, the right side, and the matte on the left side of my face. I feel like the right side of my face always tends to have a little bit more dryness. So let's do that. I'm going to open up the bottle. This is what the applicator looks like. So it's like a giant Shape Tape wand. Smells very good. And you know what? I will say this, Tarte has some of the best ingredients ever. Like, I love using their products because they use products that are good for your skin. Like, nothing that's gonna like hurt your skin or make you break out. So when I have a really rough skin day, I always am reaching for Tarte. So let's just dab this on. I don't know like how full coverage this is, so we will see. Dab, 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 as Christine would say. I think that this is pretty good for this side. And I am not sure how quickly this foundation sets, so I'm gonna go ahead right now and rub this in with the foundation brush. Ooh, this brush is nice. Okay, this brush is really nice. So half of my face with this on it. It feels very, very creamy, the hydrating one so far. I really, really like the way it feels. Gotta get my neck, girl. Honestly, I feel like I could do like another layer of this. That could just be for the hydrating one because I know hydrating foundations, they tend to be not as full coverage, but I think I'm going to do one more layer with the brush and just see how it is. Now, this might be like too much for some people, but I just am experimenting here. Want to give you guys the best way to use this. I do like that it's very easy to apply. You don't like, nothing's messy, so that's always really nice. So let's go in and apply this additional layer I put on. Wow, bitch. That looks really, 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 really pretty. Okay, y'all. So that is half of my face done. No filter, no nothing on my skin. And then this is the half of the face that doesn't have it. So you can see like that is really good coverage. I do like the way it looks and it feels. So let's go on to the matte side, which is the same type of applicator. Ooh, I do feel like this is more of a liquidy foundation, like just from pulling it out of the bottle. Compared to this was a little bit thicker, and I think that this is because it's a hydrating one. Usually hydrating foundations are a little bit thicker because they have like a cream element added to them. So let's go ahead and apply this. Oh yeah, this is a much thinner feel. So let's go ahead and apply the matte side. And also that'll give me a better idea as well, like what I personally like. Because sometimes I don't really like hydrating foundations. Sometimes I go with my matte foundations. It really just depends on how it finishes. So we got a lot here. Let's go in with our brush and let's blend her out. Okay, so I do feel like the matte one is definitely more full coverage if I'm comparing the two. Yeah. Matte is definitely more full coverage. The hydrating one is not as full coverage. Like I had to go in and do a second layer, and I feel like this matte one, I don't. And the matte one doesn't really feel too bad, actually. Okay, so now I'm just gonna kind of work on blending the two together, but I really do like, so far, first impressions, I'm feeling the more matte one. Even though I don't have oily skin or any of that, I just feel like the matte one was more full coverage in my opinion. Okay, so what better way to test out the way that this foundation wears than to use the Shape Tape Concealer with it? So I'm not gonna go crazy and do like a whole eye routine here. I just am gonna do my base, my face. Ooh. Jesus Louises. I'm gonna take the Shape Tape shade. We'll do light medium. It's been a minute since I've used Shape Tape. I've been about that Kylie concealer lately. This feels so nice. I forgot, like, you know when you use a product for a long time and then you stop using it because you want to try new things, and then you pick it up again and you're like, why did I ever stop using this? That's happening right now. So just a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit there. So I personally don't have a deep enough Shape Tape shade to contour with, so I am going to pick up the Kylie shade. This is the Kylie concealer in Almond, and I'm just going to add little strokes here. Add some here and over here. Okay, so to blend everything out, I low-key want to try this sponge since, like, you know, it's new with the whole products. So let me go and dampen this with some Smashbox primer water. Just dampen this puppy all over. Okay, so I'm going to use this sponge. Even though it's like a contouring sponge, I feel like if you're gonna get a sponge, you should try to use it for everything. So I'm gonna go in and blend this out. I actually can get really close under the eye with this tip, or the flat edge, which is really nice. So far, I wonder if the matte side is oxidizing. I do feel like the matte side is slightly darker, and I did use the same shade, so I wonder. This is gonna be so hard to pick, like whether or not I like the hydrating or the matte one better. Like, this is gonna be impossible. Okay, so let's get my forehead blended, girl. So the sponge is like a little bit hard to work with on my forehead. I'm having a little bit of problems here. Just try to... There we go. And then let me blend out this schnozola. All right, so now I'm gonna flip to the other side and use this to blend out. Or I wonder if I should use this tip to like blend out the contour. No, that's not working. I'm gonna just use this. Huh. So the sponge to contour is a little weird. Like, I actually don't have very much experience with contouring with like specific contouring sponges. Like, that could just be my error. I mean, it works. It looks pretty. Yeah, it's working for sure. And then my freaking baby hairs. They want in on the action. For some reason, I feel like I'm having a difficult time blending out my contour with that sponge. But when I go to use this brush to blend it out, it's like perfect. So I don't know. That could just be like my error, or I don't know. There are a lot of sponges that I get sent, but I usually always reach for my beauty blender. I mean, it worked. It blended out my concealer fine, but I'm gonna just use this brush to kind of blend out my contour. I really, really, really like this brush a lot. Definitely worth the price. Okay guys, so let's go ahead and set my under eyes and my foundation. Once I put the powder on, I'll get an even better idea of like how the foundation performs, which side works better for my skin. So I am taking my Morphe E48 brush. I do have a discount code with Morphe. It's NICOL in all caps at the checkout. That'll get you 10% off your entire purchase, hunty. And you can use it in stores. I do get a slight commission when you use my discount code, but you get 10% off, so it's kind of like a win-win for both of us here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna go in with my regular beauty blender and kind of blend out any creasing that may have formed, and go right on in with MAC X Patrick Star powder. Patty's powder. How you doing, Patty? And just also set my eye with it as well. I'm gonna like try my best to set my whole face with this just to see like which side I like. I can already tell and feel like I like the matte side better. And I don't have oily skin. So keep that in mind. I don't have oily skin and I like the matte side. So just setting like everything. And then I'm going to take my big fluffy brush here. This is a Morphe E3. And I'm kind of just blending all of the powder into the skin here. Ooh, I forgot to set my eyes. What am I doing? Yes, bitch. Cool, 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 cool. So this feels really, really nice. Guys, I really am thinking that the matte so far is just like winning. Okay, so let's continue to contour, shall we? You guys know I use my Tarte Glow in the shade Sculpt right here. I'm using the angled brush from Kylie. And I'm just gonna go in. And then do the same thing to this side. Yeah, just even kind of seeing the way that the powder is sitting on the matte foundation, I just am liking it a little bit better. Contour my forehead, y'all. Get our chins, you know. I also am going to contour my nose. Yeah, I low-key am feeling like the matte side is where it's at for me. I'm very excited. Dude, this foundation is lit. It is lit. Bitch. Dude, I like this so much. Okay, definitely just from feeling the powder and how everything is sitting, I feel like the matte foundation is winning for me so far. And you guys know that's a very big deal for me to say that because I normally tend to go towards a more hydrating stuff, but I just love the way that this matte is feeling and is blending and is working with my skin. I also am gonna add some bronzer. I'm taking my MAC Give Me Sun bronzer with this is the Kylie brush. This is brush number 4. And I'm just gonna add some color, bronze her up a bit, get our chins as well, necks, everything. Just bronze everything, honey. Okay, for highlighter, I'm going to go in with Kristen Leanne X Urban Decay highlighter. I am using the Kylie fan brush, and I'm going to go in with this shade on the edge here. This is a beautiful, beautiful highlighter. I think this is the best highlighter that Urban Decay has, honestly. It's so pretty. And then let's add some blush. You guys should see my beauty desk right now. It is a disaster, okay? Everything is everywhere. So, ooh, actually, I want to try the new Jouer blush. I just got this in the mail. This is the Adore Blush Duo, and I think I'm going to go in with the shade Adore Me, which is a little bit deeper. Ooh, oh, yeah, there's fallout. That's okay, though. Ooh, that's really pretty. Ooh, I really like this brush. I mean, blush. Blush is pretty, okay, I'm feeling it. I do have a discount code for Jouer too. Again, I do make a slight commission, but you guys get a discount. I just want to be upfront and honest with you guys always, so yeah. Okay, and let me take my Smashbox primer water and I'm going to spritz down everything to kind of set my makeup. Let it dry. I low-key want to do my eyeshadow now. You guys ever do that? You're like, I'm only gonna do natural makeup. I kind of want to do eyeshadow. I kind of want to do a wing. I kind of want to do full glam. So I also did get sent these eyeshadow brushes, I believe. They have like a little flat bottom, so I feel like you could kind of like stand them up. This is really cool. And they also sent this Double Duty Beauty Shape Your Moneymaker Eye and Cheek palette. So this is what the palette looks like. Maybe I'll try to use some of these brushes and see like how it works. What do you guys think? Just do like a light little glam thing. So I'm going to take the shade Trainer right here on this brush. It doesn't have a name, but on this brush. And I'm going to just use this to kind of set my eye all over. Set our eye. Okay, and now I am going to go into the shade Cardio with this smaller brush. And let's go in, and the brush definitely works. It's just weird. Like, you know what I mean? It's just a weird and different way of doing your eyeshadow. I'm gonna go and do the same thing over here. These are definitely fun and different to use for sure. Gonna go in with this bigger brush and kind of blend everything out. This brush is awesome because it really does blend everything. The smaller ones, they're definitely take some getting used to, but the bigger brush is fun. So I just put this shade right here, Tone Up, on my lids here, and I'm just working on blending some more ish out. I am such a perfectionist. This is a really pretty palette for sure. I really like it. So the details on this is the eyeshadow palette is $32. And when does it come out? It comes out February 4th. Available on Tarte.com. So I kind of want to use this liner pencil and take the shade right here, Slim, and just go close to my lower lash line with it. Kind of do something like that, just a little bit, add a little bit of dimension. And I'm going to hit the lower lash line as well. And then I'm just using the Lights Camera Lashes mascara This turned into like a full face tutorial, huh? All right, guys. So my final thoughts here. I think this foundation is amazing. I think no matter which one you buy, you will be happy with. Me personally, I feel like I am going to be using the more matte foundation. I just like the way it looks, and I feel like the coverage on it was more full compared to this side. I definitely want to play around with it more. Maybe I'll wind up using both and mixing them both together. I'm definitely taking the matte foundation with me skiing this weekend, because I need something up there. Trust me, my skin gets really grungy in the mountains. Well, I hope this video was helpful for you guys. Again, keep in mind, I do have very dry skin, and so far I am preferring the matte side of my face. I just feel like the coverage was more full and more even. Compared to this side, I do feel like there are some funky things going on with the hydrating side. Maybe that's because it's not completely matte. Like, I'm just trying to think here. I personally will probably be using the matte the most. Maybe mix in some hydrating drops every now and then, or hydrating foundation every now and then. But I do really, really love the way that the matte side is looking. I feel like my skin looks so flawless and completely covered in just like one even skin tone. I love that. So yeah, I'm really, really, really excited. And again, I really hope they add more shade ranges so that you guys can experiment my deeper skin tones. That way you guys can experiment with the foundation and try it out. Leave me a comment down below what you guys think of the foundation, which side of my face you like better. Personally, I'm feeling the matte, y'all. I'm feeling it. So yeah, if you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe down below. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.